Hi everyone, my name is Melissa Brazil or Drew, and I am part of the Fabled Court team. I handle content and engagement, um, and I am very new to the planner community. In fact, I'm hadn't really been involved in a planner community before I started working with Fable Court. Um, Not because I didn't want to be, but because I have ADD and it's very hard for me to organize my brain in the way that I think and the way that I do things. And I would always start a planner but forget about it. So, being part of this team has kind of helped me develop my own system and my own way of doing things. And I am the beginner for Fabled Court planning. So this is a beginners plan with me, my plan with me, planning the week of August 2nd through the 8th. So let's jump into it, shall we?
So my planner is not your typical happy planner. It's not something like what you'll see the other members of the Fabled Court team using. I bought an academic planner at the beginning of the year to kind of help with my school that I was finishing up, and also to use as a budget planner, kind of keep up with what bills were due when they were due. So that is what this is. It is an academic planner. The first thing I did for August is I wrote down my niece's birthday, which is at the end of the month. And then I wrote down things that I wanted to accomplish for the month of August. So that is all my goals that I hope to get done. It's my to-do list. It's things that I need to do this month, so that when I'm going through and figuring out my week to week, I can go back and look and say, okay, I haven't got this done. I need to get this done. Where can it fit in the month? So that is what I'm doing. And that just helps me and my ADD, my brain kind of focus on the task at hand and figuring out what I need to do. Otherwise, I will just sit and not do that. So this is, like I said, it's an academic planner. So the weeks are set up a little differently. They start on Mondays and they end on Sundays. So as you can tell, the pages keep blowing away. That's because I had my fan going, and it was an ordeal. So eventually I grabbed my little chocolate frog paperweight, Trevor, and I put him down to kind of help hold the pages down. When I'm doing a planner, the first thing I do is I do my water trackers. And usually I will do them on the edges, but I decided to do them over the actual dates. Again, there it goes. It's just blowing away. There's Trevor. That's Trevor. That's my chocolate frog. Trevor, he is going to help me hold my pages down. I put my water tracker on, and then what I will do, I'll do one side at a time. So Trevor's being moved so that I can kind of flip, and I start to write out the days, um, because I was like, I'm going to try it this way. This is a little more conventional, and then I misspelled Wednesday because I forgot that there was an N in there, apparently. So once I realized what I had done, I went back and I found in the copious amounts of stickers that I have, because it's become a thing. It is something that I am addicted to now, and I totally blame Fabled Court for that. Um, I went back and I found stickers, and I covered, as you can see me doing here, I'm covering the days with the stickers where I misspelled Wednesday. Um, and I'm trying to get those as straight as I can, and I'm having issues. So Trevor goes back on the page, and then once I have those, I will start to actually write my plan for the week. So I'm sorry, I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm going to write down the day, so that goes through, and the date. And then what I do is Trevor's going to hold that down for me for a second, and then I am looking for, um, that is my workout sticker, and I'm putting it to the side so that I have it to put on Monday. I'm trying to find something, and then I decide to do washi tape. So I'm not really versed in how to use everything yet, so it's a learning experience. I think right here I'm trying to figure out what works best writing on washi. I tried a couple different pens that I had, and then finally decided that a permanent marker, a fine tip permanent marker, is going to work best. So I'm going to take and put my washi down, as you see me doing there. And I'm going to do that for all the days. Some of them are a little bigger, some of them are a little smaller. Again, this is a learning experience, and I'm learning how to do these things. So I'm putting my washi tape down, and then I'm going to take my permanent marker, and I'm going to write "Did you" um, on each of the washi, and then my dot dot dots. And then this is just because instead of saying, okay, you have to do these things, my brain is like, well, did you do this? Did you do this today? So that's how I frame my days when I'm doing it. These are things I know I need to accomplish. Well, did I get them done? Because when you say you have to, and sometimes you don't get the things done, it can make you feel like you didn't accomplish it. Everything, like, I don't want to use failure, but sometimes it's how you feel. You know that you were supposed to get this done, you didn't get it done, so you failed the day. And that's not how, I don't think that that's a productive way of thinking about things. So for me, I'm like, okay, well, these are things I need to get done. Did I get them done? And again, this downtime is me looking for the perfect sticker to go instead of having to draw out squares that said, okay, did you get this stuff done? So I'm looking for stickers here, and I have about 10 books, and it just keeps growing. Every time I go to Michael's or some other shop like that, I will go to the planners and be like, hey, what you got? What's new? Especially if it's on sale. So I think I finally found one, and I'm going to put it down. I'm looking for it in the book. Yep, there it goes. It's going down, and we're going to put down all 4, and then I will go back and I will write my did yous. So when I'm thinking about things that I need to do, I know that tomorrow, Monday, I need to I need to have my resume or my CV updated to submit for a job. I know that I have to write a cover letter, a letter of intent. So that's something I have to get done. So did I write my letter of intent and send it in? Did I eat? Did I drink water? Did I take a moment to myself? These are all things that when I am writing my planner, I'm thinking about. Okay, well, if I'm going to submit for this job, then I know that if I get the job, I'm going to have to read the script. So I might as well go ahead and read the script so that I can go ahead and start working on design so that when I go in for my interview, I can kind of say, okay, well, this is my concept. These are things that I'm thinking about so that I'm ahead of the game instead of waiting until I have the interview and then doing design and concept stuff. So by having all that prepared ahead of time, I can focus better on what I need to get done. So that's kind of how my days work. And again, it's not just work related things. It's did I take a moment to eat today? I can tell you that there are days where I do forget to eat, and it's not because I'm not hungry, it's because I get busy doing something else and I forget that I need to eat that day. Same thing with water. Did I hydrate today? Because I can drink coffee, I can drink tea, I can drink a 2-liter soda. Not that I would recommend that, and I don't do that like every day. But I can start and I can forget that your body needs water. Granted, these are all liquids: coffee, tea, soda, punch, but water is essential. It helps keep you hydrated. So did I do that today? Or did I take a moment to breathe? did I work on something fun? Not just work related, but did I work on something fun? So all of that kind of goes into my planner when I'm doing my planning. And then it's things like, okay, did I know that I have to read this script, but did I read something for me that I'm interested in reading? Did I take a moment to watch a funny video on YouTube or to do something active? Did I dance around my living room because I need that energy outlet? Did I scream at the top of my lungs because I need to get my frustrations out? Did I go play a video game? These are all things that I can put into my planner because I know that if I don't, I will focus on one thing and I will hyper focus on that one thing until that one thing is done. Um, or I will sit at my computer and stare at nothing because I don't have a plan for today. What am I supposed to do today? So that's kind of how my brain works. And right now, I think what I'm doing is looking for stickers to go into this to kind of catch my eye, because sometimes when you're just looking at it, it's kind of boring. If you're very new starting out and you don't know what to do, this is kind of how it looks. You have basic stuff. I didn't really decorate this time because I was very hyper focused on what I was doing and making sure I had everything I needed for the week on there, that I didn't really decorate the way I did in previous weeks. Like last week, I decorated. I had like a cute little dress form on there, and 2 weeks ago or whatever, I used some of the Cruella kit from Fabled Court. So, I mean, I think that's as much decorating as I did, and I put high priority because it is a high priority for me right now. Um, so, and then I just kind of, I'm like flipping through to see if anything catches my eyes, and sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. And then I go on to the next side, and again, it's the same thing. I'm going to start with my water tracker. My water tracker is the first thing I do because, well, I didn't do my water tracker first this time. I put down Friday. There I go. Water tracker. Water tracker is usually the first thing I do when I sit down to do my planner. On both sides. I do my water tracker on one side, fill out that side, flip it over, do the water tracker on the second side. And then again, I'm trying something different. I'm doing the dates on the side as opposed to at the top where the water tracker is. And I did learn that with this planner, because previously I was putting the water tracker closer to the coils, it would come up. It wouldn't stay down. So I'm hoping that by doing it this way, by putting it as close to the edge of the paper as possible, that I can keep it down. And then what I did is I also put notes and odds and ends, and then I'm going to go back and any notes that come up, like if I get an interview, I'm going to put, okay, well, make sure you put your interview on your planner. If the director reaches out to me and says, hey, this is a note I have, I can put that under odds and ends to say, okay, well, I know the cast is going to be this. This is when auditions are, anything like that I can put in those notes and odds and ends. Again, I'm putting in my digi down with my checklist. And then I'm going to go back and I'm going to fill those out with some of the same things. Hydrate. That is something I'm working on. And you'll see at the bottom of the screen is me working on getting some of that washi down to create an odds and ends. And this is something I've never done before. So this is very exciting to me. And I'm sorry you can't really see it because of how I did my camera, but I'm going to right there put something in the center to divide it so that we have notes and we have odds and ends. And then at the bottom, I'm going to use that teal and white striped washi to create a border at the bottom. So yeah, that's, and again, as a beginner, this is something new to me. So I'm exploring, I'm trying different things. I'm seeing what works and what doesn't. And that I think is the fun of it. because everybody is different. Everybody's brain works a little different. So for me, this is how I, as someone with ADD, focuses. It helps me focus. It helps me create a plan of attack for the day, so to speak. And I also do things like, did I put content on my Instagram? Did I post that video? Did I edit that video? Because that doesn't happen sometimes. Sometimes I'll have a video that has been sitting on an SD card, like waiting to be edited. And it's like, did you edit me yet? Why didn't you edit me yet? Can you please edit me? Um, so and I have so many different markers. But I really find this orange and this teal look so good together. I'm not a big orange fan. Teal is like my color. I love teal. Teals, greens, blues. But I love the way that this teal and this orange work together. So I've been using it a lot lately in my planner and even in my writing. Like when I write stuff, I'll write it with that. So again, it's what's aesthetically pleasing to you. It's what makes your brain work. It's what catches your eye. You can go, I mean, I have so many different colors, it's not even funny. But these two it are calming to me. So that also works. Like if I need to do something, I can look at this and instead of it being like reds and screaming at me, it's very calm and collected. And as you can see, Driver goes back. I'm looking to see if there's anything else I want to add. And then I have my entire week right there in front of me with things that I want to accomplish. And some of them will get done, some of them will not. I can tell you that right now. Um, and then what I do is I leave space. You'll see that on the sides there's space. And that space is there for anything that pops up or any notes that come to mind or appointments or things like that that I can add in later and say, oh, yeah, let's do this. And I can also put in there how I felt that day. It's kind of a record for everything. So when you're doing your planner, it doesn't have to look like every other planner. Do what works for you. Do what works for your skill level. As I said, I'm a beginner. So all of this is really me learning and me finding what works for me. And that's fine. It doesn't have to look like Audie's or T's. Mine represents who I am. So that's my plan with me. And I really do appreciate you guys joining me. I'll see you next week.